Welcome to IDX TV. I'm your host, Avijah Scarbrough, and we're at the WMX Americas conference in Miami. I'm joined by Mohsen Darabi from JAS Worldwide. Mohsen, tell us a little bit about your company and your role.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I am the director of cross-border e-commerce for JAS. JAS was founded in 1978 in Milan, Italy, and has evolved to a global a super power when it comes to logistics and supply chain. We are over 100 countries, and 7,000 people work for the company. We have 8 industries within the companies. We have pharmaceutical, we have manufacturing, we have government and defense, just to name a few, and then the specialty products, which is e-commerce that I am managing.
Great. So, what is your goal when attending an event like this?
Well, an event like this is always good to network with people, but at the same time, I think is a place that you can kind of get relevant information about the industry, what's trending, what's the projection for the future.
Yes, speaking of that, talk to us a little bit about the current climate of the industry and where you expect it to go in the future.
So e-commerce was supposed to be an evolution, but what has happened in the past few years, it taught us that things can change overnight and put you on a fast track. Speaking of the e-commerce, so the e-commerce industry is here to stay, and it's expected to grow 15% year over year. And our goal is also to grow at the same pace for now, and see what happens in the future.
And what is your company doing to future-proof or to innovate?
Yeah, and so that's an excellent question. When it comes to e-commerce, obviously there are a few factors that you need to have to be able to be really competitive. So JAS Worldwide is actually one of the pioneer in this space, and we invested in the right places. We have sortation facilities in Asia. We have sortation facility in Europe and here in the U.S. And also the technology that comes with it, with automations and anything that needs to happen for us to be able, doing what we do every day.
So, if you could give a message to the attendees here about what it would be like working with JAS, what would that be?
Yeah, so it's been an interesting 2 days here as I'm talking to different companies and different executives here, and so there are a mix of companies, larger companies and mid-size that we work with. But what was interesting to me that there are many companies that they have incorporated within the last 10 years, which is in line with how new e-commerce is, and so. For us, being in the business for 45 years, as I mentioned, we have all the tools, all the equipment, all the facility, the technology, the sortation technology, the weight and dim technology, the clearance aspect, T86. These are all really JAS products, which is unique, and we are in a position to help smaller companies that may not be able to do those things, or not having the right facility or the investments to do what we do. So we're really, I guess, a strategic partner for those companies, and we're hoping that we can grow together.
What is your customers' user experience like?
At JAS, everything we do, every decision we make, every solution we come up with is with customer in mind. So we listen to our customers, we listen to their requirements, and we work our way backward to come up with a solution that meet their requirements. So we're constantly changing, we're constantly adapting new things just to meet the customer demands and expectations.
Okay, great. And for my final question, I just want to know, if I were going to give you a free billboard to advertise JAS to the world, what would it say?
Well, if you're looking for a strategic partner a company with a track record of service and a big network. As I mentioned, JAS is the right partner, and we welcome any companies with any size, from smaller startup, mid-size, and bigger companies. So we're here to help and grow together.
Well said. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you so much for having me here.
And thank you for tuning into IDX.